In grade 6, we had formed reading buddies with the kindergarten students. Every Thursday for the entire afternoon, we would grab our buddy and together choose the slimmest book with the brightest cover and read. My buddy's name was Armand. He was barely 3 feet 3 inches and announced constantly his new age of 5 with more pride than I'd ever held in my own 2 hands. This one time we met, as a drizzle of rainfall surrounded the school, composing the most soothing drumbeat as it hit the windows, and we read a story about a princess searching for true love. By the 16th page, we met the prince, and just as we were about to hear the happily ever after, Armand shut the book. I wondered how many times he left words unread, never finding out if the wife was murdered dead. Did he shut books like camera shutters capturing Kodak moments? The soothing rainfall turned to a satanic shout of anger, leaving behind a puddle of guilt. Armand spoke with more innocence than words. This isn't real. Brown boys can't be princes. Just then, I realized every story we had ever read together had never contained the theme and morality we as a team were searching for until now. Speechless, we listened to the loud patter, and I swore pathetic fallacy was created for this very moment. I held Armand's hand and pictured identities mixing and creating a new color. I wondered what it would look like, but then I realized beautiful is a stronger adjective than brown. Why not, I asked with caution. Because brown boys are supposed to be servants. I surveyed his eyes, I wasn't certain what to say. Surely something made him think this way. Several moments seemed to pass. Was it something in his family's past? Isn't the past supposed to stay behind us? Was the 17th century soaked in the blood of severed ancestors insane enough to pretend they're sane, slowly shaping kids in our day and age? But he was right, because the only brown prince he had ever seen had to wish upon a genie to be so. And I'm sorry, rest in peace, Robin Williams, but the genie's voice is dead, and stereotypes that just exist in our head. I wanted to tell him of the times I'd lay at the edge of my bed and wish I could switch my skin color. He'd ask me why, and I'd say it's so damn hard for a white girl to stand up for those her own color tend to neglect. He'd proceed to ask me why God's so unfair and made it harder for those with his color. I'd tell him it's because he knew you were the only ones who could handle it. In reality, people are colored for a reason. It's simply a human adaptation. Everything holds legitimacy. That's why we always hear about statistics studies. That's why our brains are filled with a million facts. That's why it's a known fact that there's no such thing as color without light. So, threaten to take away my sight, but all you gotta do is flick a switch for us all to be the same. I wish I could tell everyone that it gets easier, but it's been a while since I last worked on my poker face. I'd assure him that I don't hate my race, I just hate how some people act that happen to be white. The next time he sees a shooting star in his bedroom window, I'd convince him not to wish for us all to be the same. I'd cover his ears so my words wouldn't get drowned out by the rain. I'd ask him what would be the fun if the only thing to diversify us was our name. I'd repeat one last time that his color was no accident, then a tear would escape his eyes like the now coming rainfall outside, and he'd say, I wish it was. We've all got to smarten up, because pretending brown and white is the same isn't fooling anyone for I wish I could tell him that this was it, and no corrective surgery could fix someone who was never broken to begin with. I wish I could tell him that being brown meant being beautiful, being strong, being you. I wish I could tell him that so many things made up his composition, melanin just being a small one. But instead I said, you're right, Armand. Brown boys can't be princes because they're already kings.